I want to see you bust down. Whew. Ciao. It's so nerve-wracking. You know, like when you've not done it for months.
Really? Do you find it hard to come back?
No, it's because I've been dreading it. I'm gonna give them a life update. I'm just
and talk about
everything.
What's going on?
It's been a madness, Joy. It's been a madness, Joy.
The good thing is you've come out from it. I think there is an importance in bouncing back from a dark place, because you have to think not a lot of people can. Not a lot of people
they
do
make it
bounce.
another side.
Yeah, they don't.
I can't believe I'm so nervous to talk to everybody. I go by the name of Corbin Captures, and I'm gonna spare the introduction and get into it. I guess I've got some explaining to do. It's been about 3 months since I've really given y'all a video that isn't a vlog. In fact, even videos in general. I've just been very quiet and I've been off, so I guess this is gonna be a life update, and I'm gonna share some of the stuff that's been going on with me, what I've been up to, and I'm gonna put in some clips in between that y'all can see. So in my last life update, I just announced moving house. Let's announce that I moved house. I was in my new place. It was summer, starting 3rd year. I was just very happy. I had a lot to be grateful for, innit? I was just relieved. Like I was relieved. I was happy, innit? First year started and it was like, I don't know, it was going up and then it just went. There was like assignments. My birthday came, that was fun.
What's up, people? Welcome to Corbin. Take 21 apartment.
You know what? It was all good. Like, I was still on the train of happiness. Back when it was my birthday, I went off to Alicante. That was fun. And then I guess around that time, that's when everything just went a bit crazy. So like in uni, in 3rd year, we had to do a lot of assignments at the same time for 1st semester, and I don't know, I think I put so much into it, so I knew if I was gonna continue working, it was gonna sort of push. It would be me prioritizing having money, I guess, to get by and all that different stuff for now, instead of my degree. And like, I was like, no, I'm not gonna put myself in a position where I coulda, shoulda, woulda, and then I get the grade and then I'm all like, oh, like, you could have stopped working just for like a few months and got a higher grade. So that's what I did. I put a lot of work into it. I was doing library shifts. I was looking at my past comments of essays I did in the 1st year and 2nd year, and I was really looking at what I can do to improve, because at the end of the day, in 3rd year, depending on how your uni's marking scheme is, the 3rd year is most likely gonna be the most, like, what defines your degree in it. Like, it's got the biggest amount of credits. That's when everything matters the most. So I'm just like, like, there's pressure. There was pressure. I did really well though. I got A and a B, and I got a C. A, B, and C. But it turns out I can substitute the C. So yeah, like that was good news. So what I did, I flew off to Marrakesh and Santorini for the week in between. So I don't know if you guys have been catching up with me on Snapchat. That's what I was doing. In between that time, I just wasn't in the mood to like do everything that I normally do. So continue on YouTube and all that. I just wanted to, I guess, have a break and just breathe. Like, I had a good week. That was a good week, by the way. That was a good week. Like, just being away, exploring different countries. I like traveling. You can see from the clips that I'm gonna put in here again. Yo! Yeah. So whenever I go to countries, I get like these fridge magnets. I get like 3, 4, because my friends love these stuff. Souvenirs, they do Oliver really well over here, you know. I'm holding them up like I know what I'm doing with them at, but they won't be kind, innit? What I like to do though when I go on holiday, you know, I like a bargain, guys. So I'm gonna check how much this is. Because this is near where we're staying, if it's not already a cheap price, then I'm gonna leave it and get it in the town if they're gonna be crazy. But yeah, let's haggle, see what we do.
Oh, like and share.
Okay, cool. So bought some loafers straight from the sea. My skin, whenever I bath, like my skin, dead skin cells come off every day. So that's why I've got smooth skin. You can hate, but
have a look. Have a look.
you can hate,
Have a
but-
look. Have a look.
You can hate, but look, not anyone's skin looking like this. Santorini was a vibe. Like, it was winter season, but like it was quite. I'm not gonna make a whole vlog for them because, yeah, I went to France to see my friend Joel, and I did bring my camera along. And here's some snippets of what France was like. Like, that was cool. Hello guys, I go by the name of Corbin Captures. Say hi, Rebecca. Hi. Hello driver. Hello, monsieur driver. Lyon, bébé. I think during all these assignments, I started overstressing and I started thinking about the future, because I'm just like, okay, I'm doing these assignments because I want to get a good degree. Why do I want a good degree? Because I want to do this, this and this. But at the same time, what I want to do, like the industry I'm going into is into the media industry, and it's like I didn't need to go to uni to do what I wanted to do, which in a way sounds like a bummer, right? But there's so many things that I guess I've learned and I've been able to put that I've got from my uni experience that's made me, it's made it worth the 3 years. Like, a lot was built in my character, like in terms even like me getting a place for myself and just like learning certain things, because like I think if I just went out into the big wide world, I wouldn't be able to get a place right away straight in London. Like, it just wouldn't make sense. Uni helped me grow and mature even more, I guess, and like learn a bit more about responsibility and adulthood. Really, it was just on my mind that like, am I wasting my time here? So the assignments have started getting longer and tedious when you're not sure why you're doing it. You're just like, is it worth it? And on Twitter, you go on Twitter, everybody's like, uni's a waste of time. Why did I do uni? And I guess when you're constantly being like, that narrative's being pushed, it's in your mind, and you're not gonna have a positive insight on things. And I feel like I was just on social media too much. I think I was on social media too much, and I feel like eventually it was influencing me, because like when you see a lot of tweets and stuff, it's just like, this is what I'm thinking, and you're like, yeah, this is exactly what I'm feeling. Then it's every day you wake up, oh, why am I doing this uni stuff? And then I was thinking, with the industry I'm going into, I have to start at entry level, as if somebody who doesn't, your degree isn't the forefront of people's mind. And I think I'm just overstressing. Like, I was like, I'm thinking about my career options. Is it gonna be something I'm gonna pick that's gonna give me stability, financial stability, or something that I love, or something in the industry that I'm studying right now, and then work my way up, but knowing that financially it might be a higgy and hagger. End of the day, I've got to pay rent. Anyone who's creative knows what this is about. You've got to pay rent. You've got to, and at the same time, you've got to start at the bottom at what sometimes national minimum wage to work your way up into the industry. For some people, it takes a certain amount of time. For some people, it takes another amount of time. And at the same time, I've been trying to look at like applications for like internships and graduate schemes as well, and like all of those, the applications ended in January sort of thing. So I was just on the ball having to apply. And it was like the first thing I wake up, I'm like, I've got to do this, this and this, and I was going work and then going straight to the library for hours on end. Some days I'd have an essay with only 100 words one day, and then like towards the end is when I like get everything done. And I just started getting fed up with myself. Like, I just started getting fed up with everything like around me. And like, you know, like I feel like I'm always like the person to always just have everything together. It was like a weight on my shoulders. If I don't do one thing that I know I need to do, there's not gonna be anything holding me. As you guys know, I've spoken about like the situation where like my parents aren't really involved in my life as well. It's like I have to have myself, and knowing that pressure's on your shoulders from, it's been like that I guess from like when I was 17, and like it's like non-stop, you have no time to do this. I got myself in like, what's the word? I got myself in a situation basically. I think I was just losing myself. Like I was just allowing myself to be disrespected, or like lower standards of way, just in ways that people should talk to me, sort of a thing. And I was just losing, I think I was just losing my head. Like I was just allowing a lot of things to run. I was letting myself go, like, and not in a good way. I was just letting like new people come into my life.
You think you idiot straight off the bat.
Yeah, no, I was just letting like new people come into my life, and like, you know, like when you're so used to like having like this regime, and like as soon as you do, you know what I'm like as soon as you do this, that's that. Like this immediate effects. Like I don't work with crazy behaviour and
that's
stuff.
your principles as well. That's.
But then it was like I was just letting things go. Like I was just letting
But
people.
do you think that's because of how you felt and how the state that you were in?
Yeah, it was like I was vulnerable. You know what? Over the past 2 months, I was vulnerable. My head wasn't bright, and then I started looking for love in the wrong places.
Okay. Do you think that that love, you were kind of substituting that love for something else you were missing?
A lot.
Definitely.
It's a lot of like, you know, like when you look at like family setups and you look at certain things, and you look at how people got it, and you're like, I'm not looking at that because that's not my situation.
That's not my reality.
And end of the day, like what's for me will be for me. But how many times are you gonna say that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's gonna be a time where you want to be appreciated.
Of course.
You don't want to have to be the person that keeps fighting on. You want sometimes it got to the point like I have good news and I don't know who to even call to celebrate.
Really?
Yeah. Sad,
Even
right?
the closest people to you.
So towards the end of January, early February, like over the last few weeks basically, there were some situations where people who I thought I could trust, people who I thought were my like friends and stuff, like just everything was hitting me from every angle. Like people were showing me true colors, like, and it was like, what is going on? Like it was like, what's going on? And like I just wake up angry, was doing jealousy, was doing hatred, and like, I don't know why. And it's a thing where, the thing that I think that I guess that hurt me about that situation was that like all I do is show love to like, like what the hell? I don't get it. Like I'm like, what is there to be jealous of? Like all I do is fight for my life. Like all I do is fight for what I can. Like, everything I have is not been handed to me. So what's there to be jealous of? Do you know what I mean?
Is it a thing where you would have brought that person on and you're just confused where the jealousy would have stemmed on? As in, you would have always brought that person on and stuff like that, or it's just jealousy?
Okay, so a situation happened where I'm just hearing like
the bad mouth one.
No, like not even that. Like vindictive style. I can't say too much because the camera's on.
No, of course.
But you know what? I felt betrayal, and then
that's a hard pill to swallow as well.
I felt like that time that I felt betrayal, and then every time I've been rejected in my whole life started hitting me at once.
So you started to go down memory.
Yeah.
Oh, Jay.
Yeah, that's why it wasn't that. Like, I was thinking like I've gone through so much worse than this. Why? That I realized everything. Every time I've been rejected, every time I felt unappreciated, every time I've gone out my way to do something for someone and like not return back, and I'm just like, it's cool, it's fine. I'm gonna do me and move on. How many times are you gonna move on? Do you know what I mean?
True.
How many times are you gonna move on? And I'm not an emotional person. I'd wake up and I'll be shouting anger. I wanted to fight. I don't know, like it's great. Like no, it wasn't right.
You're just going through it. You're just going through it. And
but yeah, like I think now that I've like cut ties as well.
Address the situation, or was it a thing where you just shut the person out because did you say what you needed to say?
God's gonna deal with that one.
Okay.
If somebody who has bad intentions for you is like so close to you, even their presence is enough to stop you from getting opportunities or stop you from wanting to do stuff, because you present, I guess, even ideas before you think about doing them sometimes to the people closest to you. And if they secretly don't like you, they're not gonna be giving you help, or they'll shut down, I guess, your best idea, because that's why it's so important to be an independent person at the same time as be able to have friends and know the line where you sort of run your show. I was allowing a lot of things to run that just isn't me. And like the more like you start to feel yourself disappearing, it's like you start to lose your mojo in things. And then you start to self-doubt, and like once you go down that path, I think that's when everything just gets tough, scary, yeah. Tough and scary, like. So like mentally, I just wasn't like at the greatest place. I guess I was just starting to shut down a bit. And I just wasn't feeling anything. And I guess that's when I was like, okay, I really need to like speak to God about everything. Like I need to sort of put everything, lay it all in front of God, because like it was only gonna go downhill from there. Like I feel like once you develop an I don't care attitude about things, like nothing actually matters, and that's when you can lose everything that you've worked hard for. And that's when I guess the people who are good for you start to break away from them, even though they've done nothing wrong. That does stuff like that. Yeah, I had to turn to God. And like I just feel like this last 2 weeks like has been like I've been in like a boot camp with myself, and like I've had like a turnaround, and like I'm starting to feel myself again. And like it's like you've got to fight. Like it's the cases where I'm waking up and I'm feeling the anger coming on, and I'm like because once I get in that, like if you wake up in anger, you're actually your days, and that's it. So like I was having to wake up and like where you put your hand on the head and you cast it out immediately. No, like it just wasn't making sense. Like it just wasn't me. I was really giving it. So this isn't the time to give up, guys. Thirdly, like at the last hurdle, this isn't the time for you to have the lapse. Do you know what I mean? Because every moment that you waste, or that is like is taken from you by any situation, is only gonna hinder you in the long run, or like take a box, I guess, a meal out your mouth in the future, you know? I think like the whole experience has drawn me closer to God. I'm ready to make moves. Like I asked God, like I literally had a talk with God, like a real talk, and I said, God, I'm starting to give up. You need to show me a sign. Yeah, and this week I booked off work because I wasn't enjoying the part-time job I was doing. It was just depressing me. You know that when you went through something and you're constantly doing something? I was like, no, I can't do this job no more. It's just reminding me of that this period had to happen, and it of time had to happen. But yeah, I said I'm leaving that, and I've just got new opportunities. New income has come in now, new lanes. Even though I wasn't active on my socials and my YouTube channel, I was getting calls from casting producers, TV programs about YouTube videos that doesn't even have the views from you guys, because you guys are watching every video. Like, do you know what I mean? Like God was showing me, yo, like all that you do isn't going unnoticed. Like even though you feel like you're unappreciated by the people you want to appreciate you, you're being appreciated by like God himself, you know? I hope that if anyone's going through something right now and you trust God, put trust in God, give it a try. Give it a try. Give a try to your maker, and speak positive things as well. Even when you feel negative, if you know there's days where you just feel everything's just like, I can't do this, can't do this, don't open your mouth. Do you know what I mean? Let the thoughts simmer, but don't open your mouth and say it out loud.
Into existence. Say
it out loud. Honestly, what I do, as soon as the doubts come, I'll shout in. You put your hand.
James Davis,
it was the real get out. I believe in casting out things straight away, because it can only, the way doubts come in my mind, it's only death. Because I'm always constantly thinking about positive things. In general, I don't even like negative things. So when something negative comes in my mind, or like something doubt, it's like, this isn't me, and like I've got to cast it out. Love yourself. Don't allow people to treat you in a way that you wouldn't treat them, and like don't allow like you to lose your worth, and don't forget how far you've come. Don't forget how you've got to where you've gotten so far, and how much other battles you fought. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be days where it's not gonna be great, but like, it's about how many times you get back up, literally, how many times you rebounce. Like, do you know what I mean? How are you gonna look at what you're doing and look and see, okay, if constantly I'm having, something's not working, I'm not feeling happy about something, I need to look into stuff that I do on an everyday basis and start to look for change, I guess, in myself. What can I change? What can I do differently? Because it's only change that's gonna evoke success. I'm relieved, I'm happier. And like, it's a work in progress. But I feel like I feel like I have responsibility as a black male to share what black males truly go through, like any other person. Do you know what I mean? I just feel it's my responsibility, especially when I'm gonna come on a social platform and people will see the best snippets of my life and not see when I literally wake up feeling like I'm in the gutter. Do you know what I mean?
The gully.
Now's my final project. Now's on to finding my career, starting my career once uni ends. So yeah, I'm gonna try and keep you guys as up to loop with that, because I know like, a lot of people, they're not sure unless you've been given a job offer now to say in September you're gonna start this role and you're gonna be paid this, what you're worrying, you know? So I'm gonna share my experience on looking for, how I look for graduate jobs, how I look for opportunities. I'm just gonna share some tips because I haven't seen anything on YouTube that's like inspired me or like made me feel confident in the next step after uni. So yeah, I'll talk about that in another video. I'm back to putting myself out there, I guess, and coming out of my introvert side, because I feel like I've got both the introvert and extrovert sort of radar sort of thing. I'm gonna be back on YouTube. I'm gonna be posting as much as I can, and of course I'm doing the second year, I'm working and all sorts, and I'm working on some projects as well. Actually, I'm working on some projects and stuff. I might be on TV screens, like, you never know. You just never know with it. So yeah, just keep following me on my socials. Twitter, I'm at Corbin Captures, Instagram at Corbin Captures, and my Snapchat is Wavy James with a Z. All of that will be in the description box below. And yeah, I'm happy to see you all. I'm happy to see you all. So yeah, thank you for watching. Mwah. Till next time. Peace.